Do testing, testing. So as we start this show, I am your host, Mr. Flip Flop, CEO of Paradise Life, owner of Flip Flop Sports Bar, as you know, in the beautiful city, beach town of Dominican Republic, Sosua, Dominican Republic. Excuse me. Stay tuned Sunday for Sunday service. Will Sosua ever die? That's a whole nother topic. That's for Sunday, not for today. Today's topic is about pay for play versus regular girl. And I came up with this thing. I was just telling the bro right now that I wrote this all up because it's something I think a lot of people don't understand. I don't think a lot of people realize. Vaughn, what up with you? A lot of people don't understand that some of you have pay for play and don't even realize it. Let me pull my notes up. Sorry about that. Got a lot of notes right here. A lot of notes. All right, here we go. So first off, let me start by saying this. Pay for play, mongering, whatever you call it. I am not a monger. Have I mongered? Yes, I have 100%. Some of my friends are like the best that ever done it. Like, shout to them. I'll leave them nameless. They're watching and they know some of them are the best mongers I've ever met in my life. But I have mongered at times. Me, I'm not. I'm more of a traveler for leisure and relaxation. You know what I'm saying? If a woman's around, she's around. I don't stress the shit like that. That's never really been my thing. So before we get started. All right. So it's all real talk today. We're talking about pay for play or regular girls. I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I start in the right place. You know, if you're living overseas, travel, dating seriously, whatever, or you run with both, living overseas and traveling, expat and whatever you want to be. And if you feel you haven't run into one, trust me, you will. So this is why I'm doing this video, because a lot of you guys really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So in order for us to set the tone, I have to say those things because it's like I'm about to give you a breakdown of the differences and some of the similarities. No judgment video, you know what I'm saying? More of an awareness video, because a lot of y'all are confused about what y'all really are and all that. And, you know, just telling y'all the difference. What's up with you? I'm on the live right now. How you doing? Just breaking down the differences in what we're talking about. So first off, before we go into it fully, I want you to understand something. And this also comes from something that just happened in Brazil. Shout out to my bro. I think he's on the live right now. A lot of y'all in the pay for play space need to learn how to negotiate. Okay. Now, if you get a casa, stuff like that, a terma, the prices are set, so there's no negotiations, right? But I want to give you a tip before we get deep into this video. A lot of y'all won't even watch the whole video, so I'll give you a pro tip. In the negotiation phase, and let's say the casa phase, I'm gonna use both because this goes for both. In the negotiation phase where you're negotiating on freelance, you have a place you can negotiate. And in a situation where you're at a casa or a terma where the price is set and you don't really have to negotiate, you still negotiate. I'll tell you why. A lot of you guys don't like buying drinks, don't like buying food. In some of these controlled spaces, their job is to get you to buy drinks. Okay, and they're gonna get the most expensive thing on the menu. Their job is to buy food. They're gonna get you to buy food. They're gonna get the most expensive thing on the menu. So at the end of the day, what you need to understand is even after you negotiate or during negotiations, after negotiations, you will be spending more money based on that timeline factor. So during your negotiations, before your negotiation, after your negotiation, understand, whatever setting you're in, you will be spending some extra money. Now, I know guys that would take that off. I think that is wild fuck. That would take, oh, you bought a soda? I'm taking that off. It's weird as hell. Like, itemize the bill, right? But just pay attention to that. Also, number one thing you need to know, and it's just happened in Rio the other day. I told my man I would talk about, but not talk about him. Never pay first. Unless it's a control setting. In the control settings, you have to pay first before you go to the back. Okay? For you guys that know, you know. Never pay first. I'm going to ask you all a question that are watching this video right now, and the people that are going to watch later on. Does your boss give you your check before you complete your assignment? Hey Greg, you know what? Take this money because I know you're gonna get it done. No, it's not. It's not how the world works. You get paid after the fact. You do your job, then you get paid. Okay, so there's no reason to give anybody money first. Like I said, unless you're in a controlled setting. Now let me get to the comments real quick, and we're gonna get to part one of this. Steve-O in the building, what up? Panty Raid in the building, what's good with you, bro? I see you changed your name. Sophia, what up? J-Hova, salute to the chat. Oh, Rio was dope, man. Junk Food Kid, what up? Greg Jason, what's up? Haven't caught any of your lives in a minute. Still blessing folk. Appreciate you. B-Moan in the building. Big happy birthday to the homie. I got drafted into the PML, Professional Mongering League, in 2006. I would consider myself a veteran. Hey, I've got experience, but like I said, I've never really been into that. So have I dibbled and dabbled? Yes. You're never going to hear me lie about that. I was more on the girlfriend Playboy tip. Like, right? Makes sense? I really wasn't on that type of thing. Have I done it? Yes. Clearly. It's not even a thing. I'll get to that story later. If someone remind me later on in this live, I'll tell you my first time. It was weird as hell. Daryl, what's up with you? Can't wait to come down Super Bowl week. Travel guards in the base said, talk slow. I'm taking notes. My bad, B. My bad. All right. So let's do this, what I put down here. For my guys taking notes and for the slow motherfuckers in the back. What is pay for play? Let's clear that out right now. What is pay for play? All right, so pay for play doesn't always look like an envelope, or an hourly rate like some of you think it is. Like I said, it's not what you think it is. Pay for play can be this. I need help. Can you send something? Oh, some of y'all are like, wait a minute, I'm paying for what? Wait a minute. Rent's due. I can't see you unless fill in the blank. Some of you right now have heard those things and that you don't realize that's a form of pay for play as well. Okay? I'm gonna break it down. All right, so if money is the price of access, attention, affection, or peace, you're in pay for play. Some of you guys in a pay for play marriage. How about that shit? You don't have to admit it, probably won't, but think about it. I'm gonna say it one more time. If money is the price of access, attention, affection, or peace, that's pay for play. Some of you are like, that's my marriage. Yeah, it might be. Okay, so here are some of the signs that I feel are more of the pay for play situation. Conversations revolve around problems. How many times you heard that shit? I'm gonna say it again. Conversations revolved around problems. Always a problem. I know y'all know some people that got more problems than solutions. You be like, damn. Listen, hold on, wait. I had a chick I was seeing years ago. No BS. I told her, I said, man, you got to get on my phone. She's like, what's wrong, baby? I was like, your life is terrible. I've never seen nobody with this many problems before. I'm thinking like you're going to bring a black cloud over my life. So I think we should just part ways. She was like, what? I'm like, yeah, like you have way too many problems. You need to pray. All right, so conversations revolve around problems. This one I love. And this, when I wrote this down, this hit me a little close to home. Affection increases after money. Affection increases after money. This one, this is the opposite to that one. Disappears when the money stops. Take these notes down. I don't like this one, but I've experienced this one. Emotional pressure or guilt, because you won't solve the problem. Think of it as you're not in a relationship, you're not dating her, but you're sponsoring her. That's what I mean. Some of you don't realize that as a sponsor, it is pay for play as well. Because without the money, there's no love. Let me get to the comments. Again, to part two. Do not text me a food order. Text it to the bar. I'm on a live. All goody, what up? Fitting conversation for a Wacky Wednesday. We should call it Wacky Wednesday. You are gonna pay one way or another, but it's ways to know if you're being played. Because you doing pay for play, you being played to pay. Jackson Jeter, what up? Good bus. He said everyone I met was catching attitude when the money stops. Yep. Great line. Affection increases after money. That's the truth. Tony Fox, what up? All right, so part 2. We did the pay for play. I've introduced you to what I feel pay for play is. Right? Section 2. What is a regular girl? We've had this conversation many times, but I think I'm breaking down a little bit more for this live. A regular chick doesn't watch you. She doesn't clock everything you do. She doesn't invoke emotions. You know, she's with you whether the night is fancy or simple. It's Red Lobster or it's Popeyes. And this goes for anywhere in the world. I'm not talking about Dominican Republic. This goes for anywhere in the world. All right, same as American chicks. Some of these chicks, we going to Popeyes. Yeah, bitch, I want chicken. You know what I'm saying? I want chicken. We going to Popeyes. I don't want lobster tonight. Oh, you broke. Well, you ain't eating it. So think about that. So these are what I call the green flags. We had the red flags. These are green flags. She shows up without asking for anything. Very rare, but it does happen. She contributes her time, effort, energy. Meaning she's into you. She's rocking with you. She cares how you feel, not just what you give. Not just when you give her something does she care. Poppy, did you eat? You don't only get that when you send some money. This one hits close to home for me. You don't feel stressed after seeing her, because you already thought on the way to her or on her way to you, how much is it going to cost me? The biggest part about it is you should be building, not maintaining. Meaning building something. If it's a relationship, we build it. You know what I'm saying? But not just maintaining the person. That's a sponsor. You know. And someone put this in my chat earlier, and I love this. A regular girl doesn't cost less. She costs different. Damn, that's some more Mark Twain shit right there. A regular girl does not cost less. She costs different. Woo. Gotta give my boy credit for that line. All right, let me get to the comments. Hold on. We're about to go into part 3. J-Ho says, is it safe to assume that if you're traveling to a destination known for mongering that you're in fact a monger? That's 100% safe to assume. But I go to monger destinations, I'm not a monger. Anymore, at least. If I pick a Thursday to monger, hey, whatever, but I doubt it. He said, my regular girl had pay for play tendencies. Dave, what up? I remember a chick came through just to show me different type of vegan meals. F me up, she ate none of it. Speak Spanish now, what up? Excuse me, what up? Shout out to the chat. Yeah, it costs different. Yo, I'm telling you, that's some more Mark Twain shit. I was like, oh, shit, I'm stealing that one. All right, part 3. Here's what this video is about. Here's what this video is about. And by the way, I went into my other note right here was never pay first. Guys, never give a chick your card. Credit card, debit card, library card, nothing. Do they still have libraries? Never. You never give it to her. Like, you know, in Brazil they got scanners. I think Colombia some chicks got the card readers. No, don't do it. That's just a sidebar. M. Dot, what's up with you? Oh, I missed him, Caparina. A date in the U.S. is only about 500. Jesus Christ. He said you are dropping wisdom. A regular girl does not cost less. She is cost. That's, bro. It's 100%. Now let me get to this part. This is what this video is really about. The danger zone, where most of you guys get trapped. Okay? This is part 3. Here's where most guys mess up. They start to pay for play and expect regular girl behavior. I actually talked about this in 2 other videos. You've already started pay for play, but you are assuming and hoping for regular girl behavior. It's not how it works. I'm gonna put this part in front of the other. I just changed the order of what I was saying. You can't buy genuine desire. You can only rent attention. That's my bars right there. Other bars, my boys, those are my bars. Rent attention. And that's what I mean by, if you start with pay for play and you try to turn into a regular girl. Now, I've seen it happen. I've 100% seen it happen. Is it successful? No, I've never seen it successful. And also, remember, the more you pay, the less respect you get. That's what a lot of guys don't realize. You paying, and listen, I've been guilty of this, but it was my kid's mother. So for me, I'm taking care of the kid, right? Whether she's playing me or not, my kid gonna eat. So I'm guilty of this. The more you pay, the less respect you get. I don't feel guilty about doing it with somebody I got a kid with. She has done it to other people that she didn't even mess with, or the woman has done it to someone I know, and I go, damn, that's crazy. But like I said, I got a kid with this woman, so for me, it don't bother. I don't feel like I'm being used. I feel like you're just using the kid to play with. And some of you guys are guilty of this. You give, it's not enough, it's never enough. And then they come at you with everything I told you in part one. The guilt, the emotional bullshit. And you go, well, let me give some more. No, giving more does not calm the situation down. I'm speaking about one person now, but let me talk about my first son. I was getting money when I had my son, like money, okay? And my son's mother would just, now I helped raise her 2 kids before my son. They call me daddy, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget that I was with my girl who became my wife, and she was like, Greg, can I ask you a question? I'm like, what's up? I think I'm giving my son's mother like $500 to $700 a week. Meanwhile, when all the kids come to my house, I take them shopping at Macy's, going sneaker shopping. I probably spend, like, each month, I'm probably spending $1,000 per kid, as well as $700 a week. Don't ask me how it made sense. It didn't. But one day she pulled me to the side because she was, so she saw everything I was doing. She goes, where's all the money go? She said, you take the kids shopping, you buy the groceries, you pay for the laundry. I used to pay for all the laundry and everything. She's like, where does the money go? I said, I don't know. But I know she don't bother me. She was like, so you're paying to see your kids? I had to think about it. I was paying for peace. I was literally buying time with my son, which was the stupidest thing in the world. But at the time, I just did it because I didn't want to hear her effing mouth and I didn't be bothered with it. Once me and her sat down, and me and my girl sat down to talk, and she put me on like what I was doing and how much money I was blowing, I said, Jesus Christ. And I look, and she's got furs and shit in her pictures and expensive ass boots and stuff. And I go, oh, so I'm sponsoring her life. I'm taking care of the kids and sponsoring her life. 2, which ain't even mine. Bet. After that, this is back in the day. So she got to do laundry. I brought $100 in quarters. No bullshit. She to go food shopping. I went food shopping. So it got to the point where I stopped giving her all this money because there was no reason for it. I didn't realize what I was doing. So you sat there and got into a situation and you add money to it to make it better. I did that. I was guilty of that. Some of you are guilty of that. That's what I mean. The more you pay, the less respect you get. Let me get to these comments. All Goody said that's rule number 1, 2, and 3. Renting attention, I'm stealing it. Bo Rick said it best. When I leave, my wallet leaves with me. That's facts. Joel, what up, Joe? He said paying dowry to marry is also paid for play, in my opinion. I ain't mad at you. I could agree with that. So this is part 4. Now some of you guys are still rubbing your chest because it hurts a little bit what I just said. But let's get to part 4. We're gonna try to fix this now. These are the questions all of you, every man, and I had to ask myself these questions, should ask themselves. Before committing time, money, emotions, ask yourself these questions. If I stop paying, would she still be here? That's question number 1. Do I feel peace or pressure? I just told you my story. That's question number 2. I just told you my story. I felt pressure to just give her money so I could spend time with my kid. I didn't even want to be with her no more. We weren't even messing with each other. I just wanted to see my kid. And I felt giving money was the way to see him, I guess. I didn't think about it. I never had a plan. I was just like, she takes this money, she shuts up, I see my kid, I ain't gonna worry about it. Am I wanted or needed financially? Think about that. Now, question number 3, am I wanted or needed financially? I told you guys to ask yourself this question many videos ago. How does she survive before you? Was she getting money from men? Was she sleeping with men? Was she working? How does she survive? How does she sponsor her lifestyle prior to you? Always think about that. She was alive before you met her. I guarantee it. She was alive. Now, unless you leveled her up and put her in a new apartment and got her all these new things, that's different. But if she's in the same place she was in when you met her, how did she survive prior? So, are you wanted or needed? The last question, is this helping my life or distracting me from it? Are you actually not living because you're so focused on this person and so focused on the stress that this person caused you when you don't give the money? You know, I feel, you know, as men, like I said, I'm guilty of this. We don't lose money chasing women, we lose clarity. We start to lose ourselves a little bit in the situation. You feel me? Yeah, you're gonna lose money, but you got the money to lose at that moment. Like you kind of just you putting band-aids on everything, but you lose clarity that money's not fixing it. Junk Food said facts. Douglas said that's always a good question. Facts, I mean it's real. D.S. said why everybody else asks for bread when they live, but not flip. Watching OG for years and he ain't never. You a real boss. I need some money. You can hit the cash app. Yeah, I just messed it up. D.S. he just messed it all up. I messed it all up. Nah, I mean listen. Support the channel. We got the toy drive. Support the toy drive. But yeah, I'm not on here. I'm on here giving game. That's what I'm on about. If you want to support, definitely support. Pandy Ritter said they never answer the question when I asked how they survived before me. Because they don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you because you might not want to hear it. But they did survive before you met them. All right, so here's the last part, and then we get into conversation. Here's some game, all right? Nothing wrong at all with pay for play. Just be honest about it, like we just went through with those steps. Nothing wrong with dating, trying to find a regular girl. Nothing wrong with that. It's what I said about losing clarity and the confusion. Know where you're at. Know your lane. You stay in control. Know your lane. If it's pay for play, you good with it. Be good with it. But if you start to notice that it's affecting you and that you ain't feeling comfortable with the situation and you adding more money to it, it ain't worth it. You stressing over it, it ain't worth it. You know, always try to protect your peace and focus. You know, how can I flip this? I wrote it one way, but I'm not going to say it that way. I guess the way I want to say it is never let access to you be bought with guilt and then you return it with money. That makes sense? I wrote it one way, but I kind of don't. I know what I want to say. It kind of don't make sense when I wrote it. Never let access to you be bought with guilt and you respond with money, which goes back to part one. You know, but that's kind of what I came up with, right? And I realized that, and these are the conversations that we had in Brazil and a couple people I've been talking to the past 2 months. And I said, let me put this together and really give everybody like a real heads up on what they really doing, you know. And hold on, let's scroll back up. Back to part one, just for you guys that just joined. What is pay for play? Doesn't always like an envelope or hourly rate. It could be, I need help. Can you send something? Rent is due. I can't see you unless. And like I said, if the money's the price of access, attention, affection, or peace, you're in pay for play. We just discussed that. So you guys kind of got to put it in perspective. Like I said, this goes for any country in the world, goes for America as well. We're doing more pay for play than we know. See, I respect the woman that comes out and says, hey, I need this for this. She's real. She know what she is. She don't want you to get confused. I respect her for that. What I don't like is the chick that tries to act like she's not, and she really is. I was just talking to the bro Fabian about that shit. I don't like, you know, I've been fooled before. Told you that. The chick who had a job, doing good, fooled me. She was worse than the chicks in the street. Kind of find out. Then the chick who I thought was a hoe became my fiance for fucking years. So like, you know, you can be fooled. And some girls can run a long game on you, super long game. They'll be with you and make you think it's all good and run that emotional pressure on you to get money out of you. Typical story. My American boyfriend used me. He never helped me. And you know what, Douglas? All right, I'll get to that comment. I will say this. There are situations here where some rich Dominicans take girls and change their life, and then dump them after a certain age. They don't want to deal with them no more. And then there are Americans, and I say this to all. I say this to, not just Americans. Excuse me, are foreigners. I'm not gonna say just Americans. There are foreigners that bite off more than they can chew. You know, some guys that got extra cash laying around. Maybe they're truck drivers or something. They just got extra cash laying around, and they try to buy her affection and spoil her, and not realizing she's never had that much money at one time before. Then you ruin her, and then what happens is you can't really afford her lifestyle. So when your money start running low, or she start getting an attitude with you because you ain't sending them out you're supposed to be sending, things go left. Now you bounced on her. Now she's back to square one, but probably debt, because once they get their money and they'll create extra debt for no fucking reason. It makes no sense to me. So you spoiled or put in a situation, and now you're gone. The money's gone. She's incurred debt. She's incurred a new level of rent. She's got things she's got to pay off, and you're gone. So a lot of guys do that. Some guys run out of money. Some guys just get fed up and leave. I get that part. But a lot of guys will try to live above their means and be like, yeah, I'm going to take care of you, and then they bounce. It definitely has happened. Des said, as flipping the suit once said, you can't get mad because someone won't give you the money you need because they need it too. Facts. I've actually used this statement several times with different chicas I know. That's a whole fact. You football, whatever, say you will never lose women chasing money. You always lose money chasing women. That's a fact. Gary Jones in the building. He said, good afternoon, Mr. Flippin' Everyone. I probably don't belong in this chat. If this costs to be married, I will never pay a woman for attention or sex. Mo Black said, I think everybody's different. You definitely paying one way or another. It's more about, the conversation more about being used. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing you're in an actual straight up pay for play. A lot of guys get it confused. You got to pay regardless, right? We know that. But is it a genuine, like I'm paying them help out, cool? Or is it the emotions? Hey, baby. Or the emotions that the owner of Flip Flop just walked in. Or the emotions that they give to you to guilt you into sending more money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. You've been guilted into like, oh, you know what? Oh, you're not gonna help me. I remember one time. All right, I'll give you this story. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. I had like $75 in my PayPal, I think it was. Right? I just got a random $75, and I said, I ain't going nowhere right now. I don't need that. So I sent it to somebody, and they're like, oh my God, thank you. I'm gonna go food shopping. I was like, cool. I'm gonna send that to you. I ain't spoke to you in a couple of days, but you hold that. Whew. No good deed goes unpunished. Less than 72 hours later, this mofo hitting me. Oh, I need some money for food. I said, I just sent you 75. You say you buying food with that? What you mean? You can't send me more? Wait a minute, shorty. I wasn't supposed to send you that. That was just me being like, you know what? Maybe she go buy her kids something, whatever the case may be. Tried to guilt me into sending more. Matter of fact, that's also the one that had all the problems. And I was like, baby, you like a black cloud. You look way too good to be having all this problems. So like trying to guilt me, that didn't work on me though. But then, like I said, the situation with my kids, and it's been at least two of my kids' mothers that do this to me, where they're like, well, I need this. Okay, you got it. You know, here you go. Oh, well, you know what? I need this. Well, I just gave you the money for that. What happened? Oh, I had to use that for it. No. See, that's not what we talked about. See, I'm trusting you to not ask you for fucking receipts because I assume you used the money for what you said you was going to use it for. But you just assumed I was going to give you more. Well, your son needs this. Okay. Your daughter needs it. Okay. But I gave you the money. You feel what I'm saying? And that's using the kid because, listen, I ain't got a kid, but I mean, no, they're going to be good. I won't be used, but they know they're going to be good. All shapes, forms, and sizes. That's a fact. So smash that. Definitely hit that like button. Y'all, we ain't got enough likes in here. Brothers, can one of y'all explain the difference between a pro and a semi-pro? They're the same thing, bro. A semi-pro just does it on weekends or holidays. You can find you a lot of semi-pros in the suit right now. They're the same exact thing. But once you get the PRO, like one plays in the G League, one plays in the NBA. They're playing the same game. One got a better three-point shot, one could dunk. Semi-pro, I think a lot of people confuse themselves on that too. Nah, she's a semi-pro, bro. She is a hoe. I don't give a fuck what type of asterisk you put on it. Another favorite chicken line. A good man knows that a woman needs clothes. Oh my God, Douglas, I heard that not too long ago. And you know what's crazy? A good woman knows when a man needs some head. 24/7. Fuck out of here. She can ask you money when they first meet you, block them immediately. Well, here's the thing. It's Christmas time, so everybody's asking for money now, right? I don't get it. He just send me no. Send me. I don't care if she's got a job, if she's a fucking waitress, if she works at McDonald's, if she's fucking shining shoes. Once she sells box, she's the pros. Like I said, semi-pro plays in the G League, pro plays in the NBA. They playing the same exact game, same balls. But she engaged in recreational activities. Jay overseas, you right, dudes try to live a lifestyle they can't afford. It's weird because, it's really weird because I've met, in all my years here, I've met so many girls that bounced. I'm thinking they got married, happy live after all that. Then I see him, I go, what happened? I thought you had this crazy situation. He cut me off. Then you find out like he cut her off because he ran out of bread. That's why I said, don't try to change nobody's life if you can't. That's just weird. You know, I know it seems good that you got X amount of dollars over here, that you got, you know, I had disposable income years ago when I was a personal trainer, so I get it. But taking care of another human being costs money. For you guys that got kids, you know. But see, when you make that human being, it's baby steps, literally baby steps. As they grow, the money increases. But at the moment, it's not that much. Still costs, but as they grow. But when you just are given a whole adult to adopt that can't fend for themselves, yeah, that's a bill and a half. See, it's different. When you got a kid, the baby grows, feet get bigger, prices go up. You adjust. But when a whole adult comes into your life that you're now taking care of, yeah, that's wild. That costs. And if that adult has another human being that they take care of, now you take care of 1.5 people. Don't let them have 2 kids. Ooh, now you're taking care of 3 people. Yeah, because you put the kids together, they become a person, they get hungry, and they grow. And you didn't make them. So you got no time to adjust to the baby steps. See, look at the math I just did right there. You don't even know what I'm talking about. So taking care of a whole human being is expensive. I don't care how much money you got. It becomes expensive. Mo Black said, Chica, I was talking to Columbia, had a legit job. I visited her at work. She tried to talk to that Novia talk when I arrived. I saw the play. Hey, some girls got the long game with it. Smith said, I'm invested in my Chica's development, taking over the VR. Hey, listen, good investments. Good investment. Good investment. Semi-pro is party time. He said, fellas, hey, we Christmas, delete your WhatsApp. That he gonna be hitting you up. He gonna be hitting you up. A good woman has a job, but doesn't need a man for those things. Or she's doing something with her life. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, baby? How you doing? Oh, look good, boy. Appreciate it, brother. Dime. Tú le envías mensaje. Check the telephone. Oh shit, sorry. Give me 1 second, man. Hit the like button, put some comments in it so I get to them. And by the way, Sunday service is going to be dope. Got some dope shit to talk about. Not just the death of Sosua, but also a challenge I'm going to put to all of you guys. Where is my thing? Okay, don't worry about it. So let me get to the comments. If she gets mad or pissed when you tell her no, and that's, I mean, check it out, your kiddo sabe. That's the truth, but see, you could say yes 1,000,000 times. Women, period, are gonna get mad when you say no. You're a piece of shit the first time you say no. Kirby fans, what up with you? Appreciate that super chat, my brother. That cost may be too much for adjustment. It is. Joseph said the regular girl comes with emotional connection, so if you're a man who provides, they cost way more. We up with the street girls. Here's the thing. I told you, the regular girl definitely gonna cost more, but it costs different. Never said it costs less. I said it costs different. Having a girlfriend, having a wife definitely costs more money, you know. But then again, are you just gonna Where's your emotional connection when you just banging hookers all the time? You know, some guys don't care. You know, I need a hug once in a while. You know, I need a kiss on the neck or something. You know, give me a little kiss. Give me a little kiss on the neck. You know, I can't just hump and go. Live life to the fullest. What up? He said, you will get hurt when you find out the people lady is not really into you and it's just for the money. I'll just enjoy my time and leave the fun and DR until next time. And that's the thing. As long as you put it into perspective, you're good. But there's a lot of men that don't put it in perspective and don't realize you have to keep it in perspective. You know what I'm saying? W6 doesn't have a job but lives alone and with the kids. And she definitely has a sponsor, 100%. Like I said, always think about that. How did she live before she met you? If you the sponsor now, how did she live? WDRC, what up with you, Ronnie? He said, it's a thin line. Just be good to yourself first because they will, pro or non-pro, they're out the issues before yours. That's a fact. That's a whole fact, brother. Last week to give to kids. No, we got to the second week of June, January 9th. So yeah, donate to the toy drive. Bring toys down, whatever you want to do. Joel said it doesn't matter how much you give to them. It's never enough. Never enough. Man, Rio was vacation, bro. I just chilled. I wasn't trying to do too much. I did a lot already. I just got that. Mo, appreciate you, the donation for the toy drive. Appreciate you. But yeah, Zero, I was just relaxing, man. And I'm not gonna make this video too long, so y'all wanna ask any questions about that topic, pay for play or regular girl, feel free. But I'm not gonna keep this video too long because I think this video is gonna do really well once people start looking into it and listen to what I'm saying. So I don't wanna keep the video like stupid long. Excuse me. But nah, I don't do that, man. I'll wait. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep the video a little short and give you guys, definitely share the video. Definitely share the video. Someone needs to hear it. Someone doesn't know they're in pay for play. I know it's early, so a lot of people will probably watch later. But stay tuned for Sunday service. And don't forget, check yourself. If you're stressed out, if you're not happy, know that yeah, Panty Raider said it right there. Know that you know, the situation they causing you stress and you paying some stress. It's not worth it. And like I said, I've been in a situation, so I know what I'm speaking about. But y'all stay tuned for more. Get ready for Sunday service. It's gonna be a lit one. Trust me. Share this video. I need this video to go out there because I know someone got to hear this. That's why I don't want the video too long. Check the pointers out. Check the tips. Rewind it. Play it again. I'm Mr. Flip Flop. Paradise Life. I'm going.